Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, thank you very much for asking me to speak at this Heart of Community conference. I would like to be with you in person, but I was asked to attend a cabinet committee which has prevented me from being here with you today. I would like to say what a pleasure it is to speak to the ACS conference as somebody who nearly 20 years ago worked for a significant supplier of non-food goods to Spar stores. First of all, I want to underline how hugely important the convenience sector is to our economy and to this government. I read with great interest the Association of Convenience Stores' excellent The Local Shop Report 2015, which was just published. I was bowled over by some of the figures in it. To cite a few, local shops account for £5 billion of gross value added, or 6% of all UK retail. They deliver over 400,000 jobs in the UK and sales of £37.7 billion. And it is not just the big figures that impress. According to the report, 83% of independent retailers engaged in some form of community activity last year. That is really astonishing and shows the great work that is going on in your sector. I would also like to take the opportunity to underline that I am passionate about high streets. I believe they are the cornerstones of a healthy community and healthy economy. The government has taken a number of steps to support the high street. We have lifted planning restrictions to increase flexibility of use on high streets, making it easier for communities to ensure their high streets meet their needs. Additional rights also now support click and collect, which, far from being the enemy of the high street, is actually starting to bring footfall back to the high street. We are also looking at ways to ensure that local areas understand the important role that parking has to support local economies. We have also introduced a number of reforms, such as new rules on grace periods that encourage local people to use their town centre without worrying about excessive charges. We are also now developing a new package of proposals which will reform off-street parking, and I will be making announcements about that in the coming months. However, the high street still faces some serious challenges. Factors such as the internet and the unsuitability of building stock mean that in some areas high streets are failing to adapt to the needs of the 21st century customer. I believe that it's time that we look more seriously at that. For instance, by looking at ways to deliver more housing in town centres which bring with it customers and footfall, or by looking at ways to encourage more leisure, retail and public services to relocate to our town centres. Issues such as these will be one of the main focuses of the new Future High Street Forum, which I will chair with Simon Roberts, Chief Executive of Boots. I'm also very pleased that James Lohman has agreed to sit on the new executive board that will oversee all of the work. I know that many of you here today will have been following the recent consultation to the changes on Sunday trading legislation. We are currently considering all of the responses and we will be publishing the government response in due course. You will have also heard the Chancellor's recent announcements about business rates. This will ensure that local councils have an even stronger incentive to grow their economies, support businesses and take control of their future. It also means that for the first time since 1990, councils will have the power to reduce business rates to support businesses in their area, repealing legislation that prevents local councils from cutting business taxes. This is a monumental change and one that we believe will empower local areas and communities to shape their own future. So clearly there is a lot going on, but we are at a crucial crossroads for the high street, and I am dedicated to ensuring that we help all high streets across the country to try and adapt and thrive. I look forward to working with you all to achieve that aim. Thank you very much for your time.